Thank you very much for joining me. How you been? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Steve Renazizi. I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Fucking lit. I'm the guy. I'm Steve Renazizi. Lit. I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Fucking lit. I'm the guy. I'm Steve Renazizi. What's the odds? What's the odds? What's the odds?
Welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. What's the odds with Steve Renazizi? Wednesday, November 6th, 2019. We are live on a Wednesday at the All Things Comedy Studio in Burbank. I'm joined by billion-dollar baby Brenton Biddlecombe, dressed in the Spider-Man costume and the tutu and the, I guess that's a spelunker lamp. I don't know what that is. It's a night lamp.
Knowing what it is.
Fresh from the marathon or the half marathon on Saturday. And I'm also
very fresh.
That outfit doesn't smell fresh, dude. It's pretty rank. Do you smell it?
My nose is plugged.
Well, thank God. I'm going to get a little patchouli and put it underneath my nose. Also, Lucas Hurl, our resident, I guess, slave at this point. Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel terrible to continuously bring it up.
I'll get paid someday. Someday.
Every week,
have
pumping
8
out
weeks left.
Great videos of the best of the week, calling out our mistakes, our wins, our losses. I say our.
Yeah, Brenton's.
In the communal term of sense of our wins, you and I, and your losses in the terms of Brenton's losses. But we'll get to that in a little bit. I want to make sure that, first of all, we're live, so we're taking phone calls today. If you want to give us a call, we're going to talk, obviously, the NFL. We're going to talk the marathon. I want to talk a little bit about the baseball ramifications last week. Little college stuff coming up. The top 4 have been announced. So we're live. 323-282-7424 is the number if you want to give us a shout when we're talking about the subject you want to talk about. Let's start with the half marathon. I got a text message from Brenton. I felt good. First, can you turn the light off, please?
Yeah, I gotta ask you to turn that off.
It's driving me nuts. It's in my forehead. We know that the light works. Yeah,
there you go. That's much better. Can you make it go faster?
None of this is good for the production value of this podcast.
It's just for me.
I got a text message.
My tutu's riding up.
But you should stand up and show the people at least what I gave you to run in. It's a Spider-Man costume worn by my brother-in-law about 5 or 6 Halloweens ago. He's about 6'3", and so baby Brenton fit into that. I thought he'd have to cut it, but he didn't. We threw a tutu on to protect people from his boners that he was probably going to get, to cover those things up.
It's the runner's high.
That runner's high that you get. And then, of course, I gave him the headlamp for safety.
The headlamp was required by the race.
I'm sure it was, because, I mean, the emails leading up to this race made it sound like you guys were going to be racing on the face of Mars. Like, there was really... They actually were like, at some point, like, the smoke is pretty bad. The oxygen level's low. Like, that's what you guys were dealing with. Like, that level of sort of... Was it that bad? Excuse me, I just threw up.
You
Jesus
okay?
Christ. I just almost threw up in my own mouth. It was like... Oh, you see that?
Well...
I was ramping up to it, and then I was like...
Is it because you have to talk about us instead?
No, it's not that. No. What? I'll tell you about my weekend if you want. We'll get down to the nitty-gritties of
You said you had your kids alone
home.
this
My kids
weekend?
alone this weekend.
That's a marathon.
I was daddy daycare this weekend. But no, I want to know. Okay, here's a question. Were the callers / listeners right that you needed to get those wader things to protect you from sand?
No.
They were not right.
They were not right.
Really? Is that because you're so low to the ground? Em, did you concur on that? Did you wear yours?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't have any. I wasn't going to spend money on that. No way.
No way.
No.
What were they? How much were they?
I don't know how much they are. They're just like skirts that you wear around your ankles so that when you kick sand up, it doesn't go in your shoe. It goes like off,
okay.
like a roof almost for your shoes.
Got it. Okay. So what time you guys got there on Friday?
We got there really late Friday.
Really late Friday night, and obviously you got a lot of sleep Friday night. You didn't drink. You didn't do anything. You just got well rested Friday night.
Yeah, sure.
Went to bed early, right?
Of course.
Yeah, sure.
And then up early to stretch on Saturday, I assume?
Yeah.
What time did you wake up in on Saturday?
I got up at like 11:30,
Oh my
noon.
God, in the morning.
Something like that.
11:30 noon.
I can't really remember. Rachel
Wow.
was making breakfast. I smelled bacon, so I got out of bed.
You got out of bed. You smell bacon. What about you?
I was up at 8. I work at 8. I'm up at 8 every day.
You're up at 8.
I'm up before 8 most days.
8 o'clock in the morning. Did Cassie go with you?
Yes.
She did. So she's up with you, or she's
No, she's passed
she's
out.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your mindset at this point? Are you game day? This is game day for you, or are you like, whatever? Who cares?
Game 7, baby.
It's game 7 for Brenton. 8 o'clock in the morning. I assume. Are you doing
Carbo
stretching?
loading.
What'd you eat?
What'd we have? We had eggs,
bacon,
sausage,
Great.
toast, I think.
toast. I had a muffin.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, muffins.
Avocado. It was a lot.
Coffee.
Great. That's all like 11, 12, 1 o'clock. You're eating that?
Yeah, about 11.
And then the race starts at 6, correct?
yeah.
What time did you guys start preparing for the race? Like getting ready, getting your shit on?
Well, we went to get our bibs,
Oh.
which you have to pick up beforehand.
Did anyone pick up my bib for me?
No, if you had sent
would-
us
yeah, we
a
would've
picture of
needed
your
your
ID,
Damn.
we could have,
Yeah.
but we did not.
Could have gotten your shirt.
But there was like I got like the best coffee I've ever gotten at a little shack at the
Really?
campground. Yeah, it was bizarre. It was really good.
Did and were there a lot of people? Was it a big
There were a lot of
registration?
people, yeah.
Yeah. Lots
Really?
of people. Oh yeah.
And so you got your bib now. Are you eating again before the race? Did you eat anything else before the race?
I did not.
Nope.
Nothing else. So 6 o'clock comes. You guys are there with everyone else. They start in groups. What group are you in?
Group 2.
Group 2?
Okay, Brent was in Heat 2.
Heat 2?
Because when you sign up, you tell them how long you think it's going to take you to run.
I didn't know.
Okay. Oh, what did you
So
say?
you don't have to go with your group.
Probably keep up with like not the Ethiopians, but I could run
But
with,
he
like,
was
the,
in like group 2. I put
the
myself.
aggressive Russians.
I put myself in group 7.
Oh boy. So you're in group 2 now. But now let's remember. Now you're not wearing the typical runner's costume. Is anyone
I'll
else?
be honest with you.
There were so many people in
yeah,
tutus.
it was almost if you weren't wearing a tutu, you weren't fitting
Yeah,
in.
I felt left out.
What?
Yeah.
There were so many
Everybody was in a
tutus.
tutu.
Get the fuck
that
outta
wasn't
here.
an original thought or joke. Literally
man.
everybody.
And like people with
Everyone
like
gets
mother.
boners.
Yeah,
people were
people
having
with,
their
like,
children run and they were in tutus.
yeah, like lights in their tutus, like LED
Yeah.
lights around the edge of the tutus,
Oh
like
I
man.
whole
felt like
damn
a
thing.
hack.
So you felt normal. You felt
Yeah.
the opposite.
Well, I
of what
mean, you were the
They
only
thought I
one
was
in
one
a
of 'em.
Spider-Man suit.
Okay.
So that was unique.
Were people looking at you, especially in Heat 2, because I feel like Heat 2 seems to be more serious runners. They don't have time for the riffraff, and you're coming in, you know, Peter Parker over here, zooming in with your little tutu on. Are you people looking at you strangely?
No.
No.
Everyone's there to have a good time. It's a fun run.
Everyone,
It was a very interesting mix of outfits, though. There were people who were like bundled up, like it was 2 degrees out, and then some people in like shorts and no shirts.
really
Yeah, it was weird.
mostly dudes, right?
Yeah. No, there were no topless women.
Oh,
Sorry,
damn!
I know that's more fun.
We were in Joshua Tree.
It's got to be dark at 6 o'clock too, right?
yeah, pitch
yes,
black.
pitch black.
Because this is before they turn the clock back, but still, it's pretty dark at
It
6
was
o'clock.
yeah, it was dark.
And so you take off in Heat 2.
We ran together.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yes.
You joined him in Heat 2?
Yeah.
Or you
it was just
I
so
fell back
You fell
into Heat 7.
back into Heat 7.
It was so dark. It was like that would be a terrifying thing to do alone.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It was that dark?
It was pitch black. I mean,
Like-
have you've been to the desert
yeah.
at night? It's
and
that
this
dark.
was new moon, so there's going to be no.
There's like
you
no
can't
moon.
see your hand if you're holding it this far in front of you.
So the lamps. Are you just seeing millions of lamps, like hundreds of lamps? And that's
Yeah.
all you're seeing is like. Did you? Okay, so now you take off. You're together. I guess first couple miles were fine.
Yeah.
Together. Who stopped first? Who was like, I got to pull up? And Brenton's raising his hand in case you're listening at home. Brenton is raising his hand.
I think we were ready to take a break.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you know what?
there was a lot
know
of
how
people that would
awful
stop and start.
It is to run with this attached to
His
your head.
headlamp is a lot bigger than mine was too. It was flopping.
Yeah, that thing is a pretty girthy headlamp. I have to
You
say.
ran with it in your hands for a while, didn't
But then
you?
again, it was my headlamp, so I was like, I have a big head, so it could have,
Yeah.
it wasn't built for your head.
No,
You ran with it in your hands to kind of just like,
it was easier.
really? What mile did you guys have to give a break at?
It was probably, 5-ish?
Something like that. Yeah. There's the biggest hill you run is in the first mile.
Okay.
It's like right away.
Boom, you're up a hill, you're at it, you're like, at any point are you saying, this is a piece of cake, I got this, this is
No.
not a
It
problem?
was
No.
fucking awful.
The whole
We're running
time.
at night in Joshua Tree.
Are you talking to each other?
Not really. I don't really talk when I run.
Is it just a lot of
Just a lot of angry
music in my
grunts.
headphones?
music
and I
in
don't
your
know what's
headphones?
happening outside of that.
you had music in your head. Did you have headphones on?
yes,
And what you were listening to music too?
yes.
How do you run 13 miles without music or something?
I don't know. I'm
You're a
asking. I've never done it
sociopath.
before.
Just listening to like hundreds of people around you, like,
David Goggins does it all the time.
Yeah, he does Instagram videos while the fucking guy runs. The guy
well,
makes
he's
hour-long
superhuman.
videos. I mean, he's running a 5.5-minute mile, making an Instagram video where
Good
I
for
can't
him.
figure out how to do it on the couch.
I can't even run a 5.5-minute mile when I'm not making an Instagram video. So
I used to be able to.
Did you feel like when people kicking up dirt, was it hard to breathe? Did you feel it
it
hard?
wasn't comfortable. No.
No.
Yeah.
No, we had bandanas.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a bandana around your face?
Yeah. I mean, you kind of had to. It was like that, and then there's part of the like course that people could still drive on while you were running.
Oh, really?
Yes. So
Damn,
there's
so
a
people
lot of
Like,
dust.
did you
up
see
dirt.
my car coming in?
Yeah, it looked
Yeah.
filthy.
He
Yeah.
drove.
Wow. Did you shit your pants?
No.
Damn it.
That's
Damn it! I really hoped one of you shit your pants. At least,
Why- I don't
did
think
you pee
either-
your pants?
no.
Neither one of
There's
you.
bathrooms along the
You-
route.
no-
We're not
neither-
animals.
Oh, you stopped to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, they have porta potties
Yeah,
set
you
up.
took a
Oh
quick
my
pee.
god!
I'm not gonna shit
They
my
got water
pants
Why
stations,
not?
porta potties.
You
Because
didn't have
that's
to take a little
gross.
sausage duty?
because
was
my
a-
boyfriend picked me up at the end. I didn't want to have shit in my pants.
Let me tell you something, Emma. I'm not your boyfriend, okay? But
I'm
if
sure
I
Brendan
was and I
doesn't-
picked you up at the end and you would shit yourself for the love of the game, I'd eat your ass, Em.
Jesus.
Okay?
Family show.
That is the best thing anyone's ever said
Oh, I'm just
to me.
telling you. That's commitment right there on both our parts.
That's wonderful.
So here's the deal. I'm a little upset that neither of you crapped yourself or urinated in your pants.
Brendan, how would Cassie feel if you'd shit your pants? Would she eat your ass after?
No, she would not.
No, she wouldn't. 'Cause she doesn't care as much about you as you should. All right. She would now that you won $1 million. Trust me.
Well, she's talking about we're going to get a bigger TV and
Oh boy,
watch
here we
more
go.
football.
All right.
So we're into it now.
Did you at any point decide like I'm just walking the rest of the way?
We walked for a little bit.
We
at
walked
the-
for a little bit.
I think
I
towards
mean-
the end we took a little bit of a
You
walk.
did. What about your roommate? Was she huffing and puffing too?
She didn't end up running. She was sick.
Oh my God! It was just the two of you.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Did you ever get scared, Brenton? I'm looking at you.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Pitch black.
Did she ever? You never dusted him, Em? You never just
Why
thought
would
to
I dust him?
Because I wanted you to leave him. I wanted him to be afraid and alone for a
No,
little while.
no.
I'm
We were-
telling you, this course was terrifying
Yeah.
when you
Oh,
actually
we were
see it in person.
sad.
It was a lot more than I expected.
You know when you drive into Joshua Tree and you have to pay the money at the little thing, right? At the.
We did get into the park for free. That was cool.
Okay, so was it in the park?
No.
It wasn't in the park.
It was
No.
outside of the
It
park.
was outside of the
It
park.
was like you start and end at the Joshua Tree RV and campground.
Yeah, it was in like
Got
the
it.
So it's a
middle
big
of
loop.
nowhere.
Yep.
in
okay.
the darkness.
In the darkness, dude. Holy cow. Were there supporters along the way? Were there people like
Not-
cheering you?
There
was
were at the
one-
beginning and the
one
end.
lady was just clapping randomly. in
And the
middle.
rest of it, it just, does it sound, I mean, you had headphones on the entire time, but like, did you ever take them off or did you ever have silence? Like, it's got to
Well,
sound
it's not
weird.
really silent because there's so many people around
Yeah, we were
you running.
stuck in the middle of
like hundreds and hundreds of
Yeah.
people.
Did you encounter any wildlife?
Bushes?
No, I'm talking about like serpents,
Animals?
scorpions.
No. Thank God. If there
There
had
were
been
only
a
like a
snake or a
couple of
scorpion.
giant beetles that we saw during the day.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw some cool beetles while we were climbing rocks.
So now you guys limp across the finish line. First of all, with like heat 2. Blah, disgusting. How could you even have this time?
I don't know what heat we ended up
we
finishing
sent the
with.
PBA out for heat 2 people an hour ago. What'd you say you finished in 2 hours and 38 minutes?
36.
2 hours and 36 minutes. I assume you both finished at the same time.
Yeah, we ran together.
Very nice, very fair, very amicable. I'm proud of the both of you, but that's not how it would have gone down had I been there.
Honestly, if we're gonna like actually race each other and try to beat each other, you really got to do it during the daytime.
Yeah, we will.
On like pavement. That was terrifying.
We will.
There was no like sprinting ahead when you can't
I
see the ground in front
successfully
of you.
tricked you into doing this, and this is good. But
Yeah,
the next
okay.
time we do this, and when I'm allowed to and slash
When you get cleared.
cleared to run again,
Yeah.
like Forrest Gump, then I will be out there training, and we will do this again during the day, where it will be a more competitive atmosphere. You guys already have an advantage. You have one under your belt. Em's got more than one.
Yeah, we could do
Several.
Zion again in February.
I'm not there yet, Em. Don't push me.
I'm just asking.
I'm not there yet. And so we will do this again. And we will not have this little let's hold hands across the finish line bullshit.
Did
you
Brenton
guys
show
did.
you that there's a T-shirt with all of our names on the back of it?
What? Am I on it too?
Yeah, you're on it too.
Yeah, your name's Steven Renazizi right there.
I ran the half marathon. There's a T-shirt to prove it. As long as there's a T-shirt to prove it and I can wear it,
We all ran.
Yeah.
gives a fuck.
Together.
One of the highlights of my life, guys. Ran the half marathon.
What was your time?
2:36, along with you guys. 2:36. Did you, when you were done, exhausted? Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Shot like right to the bathroom, to the
That's-
ground. Were you thirsty?
That's more than double the
Water.
distance I've ever run.
ever run.
Yeah.
I watered. I peed.
Did you have any indication as to how many calories you burned?
Showered.
No.
Oh, I could probably look at my Fitbit thing.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can find it. It's,
Hold on. Did you?
I
So
already
you
had
got
too
done.
much gear on.
It's a
I didn't
lot.
strap on. a
Is there
Fitbit.
like an after party or something? Did they say like,
They
all right,
do
guys?
stuff, but we got an Airbnb like 3 miles away from the start of the race.
We were
So,
basically part of the course.
yes,
Where we were
it was
staying.
kind of cool. I found
Really?
a dope
Yeah.
Airbnb
Oh, that's
by
cool.
accident. It was awesome. We had no neighbors. We were in the middle of absolutely nowhere.
Okay, so
No
now,
lights.
according to my calculations, it's 8:36. You're done with the half marathon. You're back. You're showered now. Back to the Airbnb. Shower up.
Ate some food.
Eat some food. Then drink and booze and mushrooms.
Yep.
They did mushrooms.
I did mushrooms.
Oh my God, Em, how was that?
It was great. I had a great time.
You did eat though first.
Yes, I did
Oh.
eat, and I drank a bunch of water and
had
like
to.
that
We had
liquid
ribs.
IV and stuff. Yeah, my roommate cooked for us.
Wait, you
And
had
Rachel.
a liquid IV?
Yeah, no, liquid IV is like that. It's a powder you put into a bottle of water that makes you hydrate the equivalent of 3 bottles of water.
Oh wow!
It's like really good. Yeah, it's really good for hangovers and traveling. And I figured it was
Is this
good for something like
over
this,
the
so I bought
counter?
it. You can buy it at like Costco and stuff. Yeah,
Damn, I gotta look into this.
it tastes like shit, but it does.
Oof.
It does. I mean, they have flavors. The flavor I had was like passion fruit. It tastes like shit. It tastes
Yeah.
like chemicals, but it does work because you drink it and you just feel better.
Okay. And then mushrooms. How great was
Mushrooms.
the trip? That I mean, you're
We started
Euphoric.
we started with like a micro dose. We ate slowly over the evening, and then
which
I didn't.
mile? Which mile?
No,
did
no,
you
no.
start? God, you
No,
guys
no.
are such pussies. Nobody shit themselves. Nobody microdosed along the way.
I had a
Nobody got
bottle of-
lost.
Honestly,
I had a
that-
whole bottle of wine. After.
Yeah, Brenton
Really?
had
Yeah.
4 glasses
Like a
of wine.
Roman.
We
Yeah.
were
Wow.
pissing ourselves laughing at dinner, if that counts.
I mean, you must have been. Did you have like what were you
'Cause
laughing
I
about?
was I don't know. I was
Yeah,
on
you must
shrooms.
have been
Everything
all
was
over,
funny.
yeah.
We
you
were
were
just
done.
having a nice evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just
didn't
some
trip
some
to like.
adults having a good time.
Yeah,
You guys swang, didn't you? You swung. You guys did a whole swingers party.
Well,
didn't
you'll
you?
never know. You weren't there.
Well,
You were invited. You didn't show
no,
up.
I organized this thing. I wasn't invited. I was the catalyst for this thing to
Welcome
happen.
back to What's the Odds with Brenton Biddlecombe. I'm here
Bullshit,
with
my
Steve
friend.
Renazizi,
Bull,
a.k.a. Half Marathon Dodger.
Game of Thrones is over, and my ass
Pulled
is
the-
sitting on. I'm the guy who
Pulled the
can't
bone
see.
spur card on us.
I
I can't run. I'm medically not able to. I'm
Yeah.
not cleared.
it's
That's
okay,
right.
Steve. We'll do shrooms another time.
You're damn right we will, and we'll run too. I'll do all these things with you guys. All right. You know who? Somebody had to sit on the couch and watch the Diaz Masvidal fight, worried about the two of you out there in the wilderness by yourselves. Somebody had to.
In the wilderness.
Yeah, my mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
My
actually
mom-
forgot you were racing till you sent me the text that you were done. I was
Nice.
like, oh shit, that's tonight.
Oh, that's this weekend.
Fuck.
My mom
Oh.
I talked to my mom the day before, and I was explaining the course to her before we even got there. Before I actually saw it, and she told my boyfriend to find the nearest hospital.
Yeah,
And
she's
she
smart.
said, "Text me from the finish line or the emergency room, whichever one you get to first."
Yeah, she wants to know that you're all right.
I'm very prone to breaking bones. I'm very good at it. I
No,
break my
yeah.
bones a lot.
Like, how are
And
your
it was,
ankles?
It was
and
all
stuff?
uneven.
Yeah,
It's very uneven. They did send part of one of the emails we were talking about this beforehand. Gave some tips for running on sand, and it's to like land on your heel more than your toe and not like push off your toe as much. Like try to push off your flat foot is supposed to help. And I tried that. It kind of helped.
yeah, but it also is probably not the best way to run.
No, and some of it was some of it was like a dirt road, so it was a little more hard packed, but there was some real sandy bits.
How was Sunday? You woke up, were you all like, oh fuck?
I was ready to watch football.
No, I know
Brenton,
that.
Brenton was up and gone before I even woke up.
You left everyone there?
Yeah.
At like 8 a.m. he left to go watch football.
Bills at 10, baby. Got to get
Where?
there. Went back to Cassie's parents' house.
Oh, okay. But like local, you didn't just bounce and leave everyone there.
Oh,
you-
no. I went back 2 hours.
Oh, you're gone. You're gone.
Yeah.
You left everyone.
Yeah.
Were you sore?
Yeah.
Hungover?
Not really. I felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
What-
like low-key and sleepy, but
No,
I
I
did
felt
shrooms the
good.
night before, so that
I mean,
happens.
Yeah. What about Monday?
The 6 miles that I did on Thursday before the race, that I was sore, but after that it was like, okay, now I'm good. I just had to get through that hump, and then Monday I was good.
My hips hurt a little bit, but that happens to me when I run no matter what, so
And you won't run again for a while now, right?
probably not.
I'm
No.
gonna go for a run tomorrow.
This is it now. You're in.
They say you
This
should
is like
take
daily
they
fantasy
should-
for you.
They say
I
you should
am-
take like a week off.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, suck it, week.
They said what?
Suck it.
About
I'm an athlete.
Can you do us a favor and wash the outfit? I mean, I don't want it back.
I'm
if
like
you,
Michael Jordan. This thing
1900
does not
calories.
get washed.
That's
Is that
what
dry clean only?
I just
You
run in
burned
this now.
1,900
that's
calories.
what the Fitbit says.
You probably did more than that.
1900 calories, yeah.
That's pretty crazy, though.
I mean,
nuts.
that's like a full day's worth of food in a couple of
in
hours.
2.5 hours, right there. Damn, guys, I'm proud of both of you. I really am. I really wish one of you had crapped yourself, but I'm happy that
We're
'cause
leaving
if you
that
crap
honor to
yourself
you.
in a onesie too, there's no getting out of that.
Yeah, this thing is hard to piss in.
No, that would have been
It's
it.
hard to piss in. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Right?
Yeah, because I'm getting into a porta potty. There's no light, and I'm trying to zip this down and
And
work
get
my-
your
yeah.
get your hammer out.
Exactly.
Did
Wow.
you pee in the porta potty, Em?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I always think I feel so bad for women in those things.
I mean, I'll sit down,
Especially at
using
night.
exercise and squatting, which is difficult after
when
running
you're-
that much.
Yeah, just hold on to the sides.
Jesus, yeah, I probably should have just like walked behind a bush.
That's
It probably
why
would have
just
been more
been easier just to
comfortable.
piss yourself, dude.
No, God no. Yeah, because then you're running in the cold air of the desert.
Was it cold?
Wow, wet.
was fucking
yeah,
freezing.
It was cold.
It was like 40 degrees.
That's what I was saying. It was weird how some people were running in like no shirt.
So did you have to add
I was
layers?
cold. No, I just
No.
wore the layers. I,
mean,
just started.
I was
in
good in
layers.
this, and then I had compression pants under.
Okay.
Yeah, I had like thermal leggings on and then 2 layers. And I was good.
Damn. And you didn't win, did they give you a trophy?
Metal.
A medal. Where's my fucking medal?
You
didn't
You have to
run.
finish.
Bull. According to the T-shirt I did.
Run.
Well, I'm. Whoops. My
That's
dad
not-
wants to FaceTime.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad, not right now.
Does your dad want to run a half marathon?
Please, that's then you're talking to the wrong guy, bro. No way, not my dad. I was worried about you guys. I truly was. I was sitting at home with Jeff Dennis from the Danish and O'Neill podcast and his wife Candace from the Punch Drunk podcast, and we were watching the fight, and we didn't think you did. We weren't impressed with the time, 2:38.
236.
36. I thought it'd be 2:15 or under,
You
but
guys are such Monday
I was proud.
sideline.
I was proud of our time considering that course.
I mean,
Yeah.
me too. Now knowing what you really went through.
We drove in, and where the Airbnb was, like I said, it was on our
basically on the course. Yeah.
We drove in, and I have a car with really good suspension. We're doing this, driving 15 miles an hour.
Really?
Like it was a
Yeah.
fucked up course.
It was gross. It was real bouncy.
Yeah,
Well, you picked
it's not
it.
easy.
Like even Rachel
I didn't
super
pick it.
struggled.
I didn't pick it. I would have done daytime.
Really?
I offered
on
2
pillows.
options, and then Steve, I think you picked it.
Bullshit.
No, I think I said we could do the Redwoods
Joshua
one
Tree or
Joshua
Redwoods?
Tree, and you said
Oh,
I'm
well,
booked that
let's do
weekend, so
Joshua
let's
Tree.
do Joshua
Anyway,
Tree.
changing the subject to picks. Let's talk about everyone's.
Did Lucas get paid?
Did Lucas get paid? Did Lucas get paid is the question. Or did he work again for free? Well, the answer is he worked again for free. Why? Why, you ask? Did you get your parlay? Yeah. Did you put him in? Yeah. Did everyone make their picks? Yeah. Steve, did you cover? Yeah. Lucas, did you cover? Yeah. Brent, did you cover?
Now, I've had a few days to think about how to spin this to be favorable to me. And what's the one thing that is impossible in betting? It's consistency.
to win.
It's consistency, Steve. Now, if you're a fan of this show and you're watching and you're betting everything that you bet on and you're betting against everything I bet on, you are winning a shitload of money.
Yep.
And that is consistency that we're providing to our fans.
Absolutely.
Also, I saw it in my heart to give the people of Miami their first victory. So I decided to pick against them so they would win. Mm-hmm. And they won. So congratulations to the Miami Dolphins. You are not going winless this year.
Consistently.
You're welcome.
Speaking of consistency, if we want to stay on that subject, your friend and our friend Lucas consistently is doing work for free.
Lucas is fine, okay? I got him a very nice gift for being best man next year.
Oh, really?
He's good.
Oh, there's under the table.
He's good.
What the hell's going on
He's
here?
taken care of. I'm writing him in the will, okay? He's good.
This guy gets a little taste, a little fucking taste of money.
Hey,
He's good.
Steve, I'm still eating ramen.
You are still eating ramen.
But that's because he likes ramen.
Touche.
I'll say this. I squeaked by this week.
You did.
I mean, there was a very specific way I could have won, and that's the only way I could have won.
If he
and I
hadn't
did
missed
won.
that fucking 40-yard field goal, you would have been fucked.
Of course. And if they don't win the coin toss and get the ball first,
fucked.
I'm probably fucked.
Did you think when it went to overtime, there's no way you win this bet?
No, there's no way. I have to win the coin toss, and they have to score a touchdown right away. And thank God it was 5.5.
Yeah, because they don't do they
And
not
they
take it?
fucking did it, Lucas. And I knew when that happened. I said, God damn, I'm fucking good at this, bro. I felt Vegas Dave inside. Vegas Dave energy.
6 weeks in a row.
6 goddamn weeks in a row. Looking at the camera, putting my balls on the line, saying, this is the team that's going to win by this amount of points. 6 fucking weeks in a row. You show me one of these goddamn pros that knows how to do it better than I do. There's no one that does it better than I do, and there's no one that does it worse than he does it. And together, look at us. Fucking yin and yang over here.
But we're consistent.
You squeaked it out, too.
I did.
Very, very squeaky.
I did. I didn't think the Bills. I mean, Adrian Peterson had 70 rushing yards, it looked like, on one
Turn
drive.
back the clock on Adrian
Yeah,
Peterson.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
our rush
What's happening
defense is
here?
awful.
I'm looking to pick him up in fantasy now.
No.
Don't start. Don't with your fucking
You know what?
running
Actually,
backs.
pick up Frank Gore, please.
I'm not-
Start
no,
him.
I was- first
Start
of all,
him
I was
when you
saying
play
Adrian
me.
Peterson,
Okay,
dingbat.
start Adrian Peterson, please.
I'm not saying. I made a
Please.
joke. It's a goddamn comedy podcast. I made a joke about picking up a running back I wouldn't pick up.
Do it.
But a beautiful mind's got his pad over here filled with running backs
Do
he
it.
wants
Yeah,
to pick up.
I didn't see Peterson's name on that list.
No, of course not.
Do it.
The point is, he almost.
Yeah, they look bad,
Yeah.
but they're a second half team. They pulled through. I knew the Redskins are terrible. I think there's like 3 or 4 teams that are worse than the Dolphins.
Yeah,
they're one of them.
honestly, there really are. The Bengals are probably the worst. The Jets are definitely up there now.
The Jets are. I mean, we'll see after this weekend coming up because it's the Battle of Feudal New York. The Giants are getting 3.5. I think. I can't. I don't want to talk about it yet. I don't want to talk about it yet.
Okay.
Because I'm still frustrated about you losing. I'm still really frustrated about you losing because it doesn't seem to bother you. That's the problem.
I keep winning in daily fantasy,
I don't
and
see you
until I
hanging your head.
completely lose everything, I don't care.
And that's why we'll never be great. And that's why we'll never be great. Because you don't. Every week I look at these. I go, I sit there and I go, let me look at these games. I have a whole process. I look at them once and I walk away from them. I go, what called me? What spoke to me? And then I go back to those games and I sit there and I think, was that just a gut feeling, a first feeling, or was that something and then I'll review. And then I usually hone in on 2 or 3 or even just 1 sometimes. But what do? Throw pasta against the fucking screen and see which one you want to pick?
Yeah, I like a lot of these games.
Yeah, I like a lot of these games. Yeah. You know what I like? Winning. To win. Not to come in last. Not to hold my friend's hand across the finish line of a half marathon. I would have judoed her over my hip, onto the ground, stepped over her lifeless body, and crossed
You're
the
gonna
fucking
kill
finish
me,
line.
not even just knock me out.
No, I would have judo hip tossed you to the ground.
And here's the reality:
And then
you
ran
would have
over you.
thrown out your back, your old man back,
Yeah, but I would have.
and you would have been like one of those guys in Saving Private Ryan,
We would have both
screaming on
been
the
dead
beach,
on the ground next to each other, not
crying
past
for
the
us to
finish
help
line.
you.
I would have planned it right when I saw the finish line. I'd be like, Em, this was so much fun. Can I tell you how much fun this was? High five. And then judo fucking flip Bingo, she's over on the ground, ass over tea kettle. I step over her body, and I am over the finish line. Now,
He's
what happens
assuming
after
he could
that?
judo flip me and I wouldn't fight back.
Well, it's dark. I'm going to assume that you're probably going to be surprised. So I'm going to use that to my advantage.
So you mean you're gonna come
I'm
up
going
from
to try
behind
to.
me, meaning
I'm going to
gonna
use my
be
acting
beating you?
skills are going to be part of my whole. That I'm going to really sell this really nice moment that we're having, a moment of friendship, and then boom.
I can't wait till we run another one and dust you.
Ho! You know what that sound is. Hey, we got a phone call. You're on What's the Odds with Steve Ranazizi. Who's this? Where are you calling from? Bingo.
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
There's a problem with our microphone. Hold on.
There's a problem with our microphone. There's a problem with your microphone, caller. Caller, you there? Perfect. Gone.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right, guys.
We're doing good things.
We got sand in the computer system. We should have put the waiters on.
Can my lock of the week be the opposite of what Brenton picks?
You know what? I
I don't think we can legally.
You can't bet on.
You can't
yeah,
bet against
Of
yourself.
course you can. But
look who's back. Hey, you're on What's the Odds with Steve Ranazizi. Who's this? Where are you calling from? Bam.
Nailed it.
This is.
All right, man. We're so sorry. This is probably on our end, but it could be on your end. So maybe you're the asshole. I don't know. We'll see if we can get it sorted out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I mean, I don't.
I mean, now it's just annoying at this point.
Now it's just, hey, hey.
Hey,
Who's this?
you have such a high volume of callers now that it's hard to get through.
I know, dude. Is this Aligny?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
How are you, buddy? How's it going?
Hell yeah! Hey, congratulations, Britton. $1 million, brother.
Oh, don't.
People are
start.
still talking about it, Steve.
Oh, it's hit New York, Aligny? Is that
Yeah.
what you're telling us? It's made it.
nationwide.
People are talking
Nationwide,
about
it went all the way to New York.
Where was I the other day? That someone I walked in, they were like, "Oh my god." Someone's like, you work with Brenton Biddlecombe," and I was like, "I work with Brenton Biddlecombe." I was like, "What?" I can't remember who the fuck said it. Who said it? Someone's like, "You work with Brenton Biddlecombe."
What an honor. Honestly,
you know,
you
it was
must have
one
felt
of- you
really
guys
good
touched up
about
It was like
yourself.
one of like we had a Halloween thing. We were like trick or treating, and like one of the dads is like, "You're the guy that does the podcast with the guy that won the $1 million, right?" I go, "No, that's my fucking podcast that he does with me." And then I taught him how to become a millionaire in this industry.
What did you teach me?
Everything.
You didn't
Brenton.
teach me anything.
We have a guest on right now.
Okay,
Aligny,
sorry.
how's it going in New York, buddy?
It's going great. How about Mattress Mac losing the $3.5 million?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Oh, Mattress Mac when fucking Soto hit that home run. Mattress Mac, I would have loved to have seen a camera on Mattress Mac.
They should have had a picture-in-picture in the World Series of showing him just sitting at home when that happened.
Everybody lost. Everyone lost on that. Mattress Mac lost his bet. Nobody got the furniture for free. Everyone, the Astros did. I did not want to see the Astros win. I really didn't. And by the way, if you go back and look at the tape, I called 4-2 Nationals, and you know it was 6-2 at the end, but it was 4-2
At one point, yeah.
for most
It was
of it.
impressive.
Yeah, they came back.
But
It was,
maybe
it was a great World Series.
Mattress Mac can hit up Bud Light guy and he'll throw him some cash.
Dude, Bud Light guy, by the way, have you heard this? He made $6.8 million.
$8 million.
$8 million?
$8 million
What?
in ad revenue.
How does he make $8 million in ad revenue? Explain that to
They
me.
shot a bunch of ads with him, I guess.
No,
and
I understand that, but like, there's no way they didn't just go like, "All right, we're gonna pay you like $10,000 for this shot
know.
of you doing this."
I don't know.
How the who?
He's just like Brent. He's just like Britton. He just gets hit with it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
What is it, Matt? Who got hit? Matthew McConaughey? Like, who gets $8 million? Do you understand
I
that
don't
that's
know,
a lot of
Britton-
money? Like,
Britton got $1 million
Yeah.
off of football.
like the Progressive Girl and the AT&T guy that have done commercials for 12 years now probably maybe have not made $8 million. This guy taking
They
a
aren't
baseball
heroes.
off the gut.
This guy's a hero.
I just don't understand how he made $8 million. I
Because
can
he's
see
a hero.
I get the the valor of holding the two beers and taking it off the, if he really centered it up off his nuts, that would have been the funny shot. And he went, ooh, and then went down and got the ball. But, $8 million, unless this guy is just savvy, knew what he was doing and was like, nope, I'm putting this on YouTube. It's on my page. I don't know where you find it. It's like, I don't know. But $8 million.
But what happened like the San Francisco guy years ago who caught the beer? He caught the ball inside his beer. Did he ever get money?
No. This
you
was a
remember
big
that guy?
moment. This was World
This guy
Series.
had the labels in both hands.
Yep.
Clear as day, Bud Light.
Oh my God, he did. There are so many commercials that I've done where they had to cut because I didn't have the stupid label, pointing out.
This guy knew what he was doing.
This guy had walking back with the two labels out. Mattress Mac. I'm happy for the Nationals. Congratulations to the Nationals.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were the best team from being 3 outs away in the wild card elimination game on the road against Hader, the closer from Milwaukee, to turn around, win that game, go on to beat the Dodgers in an elimination game, go on to beat beat the shit out of the Cardinals. So that was just an ass whooping. That was I don't even remember that series. I forgot. I thought they beat the Dodgers and then they went to the World Series. That's how quick that one was. Mm-hmm. And arguably a better team on paper in the Astros.
Way better.
To beat them in their home all 4 games. Unreal. Against 2 of the best pitchers to ever go at it. Now, Verlander, you can say what you want about him in the World Series. I don't get it. 0-7. I don't think it affects him in any way. I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but you got to look at that and go, something is wrong there. I mean, I don't think he's in line for another big contract. He'll ride this one out, but you can't get paid as a big game guy if you can't win in the World Series. You can't do it. Who are you going to give more money to, Strasburg or Verlander? He may get you more wins during the regular season. Yeah. Strasburg had his Joe Flacco moment. He really did. He had his Joe Flacco. I'm going to opt out. I'm going to put all my chips in the middle here and bet on my talent. And he went out there in Game 6, dude, and that was a fucking lights-out situation. That you don't see that in the playoffs. You don't see that in baseball anymore. I don't think you'll see a starter go 9 innings in a major league postseason game anymore. I don't think it's going to happen. That's what you hoped for in the 90s. You hoped you had never even had to go to your bullpen. You hoped Roger Clemens went out there and just shut everyone the fuck down. That's what you hoped for. Now that's why I was like watching Game 6 going, oh, they're going to let him go out there. This is great. This is old school baseball. And so I think he wrote his ticket.
And I think that's where Houston lost the series is by pulling Greinke out of that game. They shouldn't have pulled him.
He was moving along well. I think it was first and second with nobody out. So that
2-1. It was 2-1. It was runner on first. He gave up a home run right before that.
And then Harris comes in and gives up the home run.
It was just a bad coach. I think AJ Hinch lost that series.
And that might be. And I bet you if he had to do it again, he probably, may have left him in for one more. But Will Smith's a great bullpen guy. He's been great during the entire postseason. So there wasn't an indication. It wasn't like the way the Yankees had to kind of be cautious with Ottavino, who gave up a home run to let a game go. He gave up another home run to put the other team up. So you had a situation where you were like, oh, fuck, we can't even bring this guy in. They were going to Will Harris or whatever that guy. Will Harris, he was money. And
but he wasn't money in the World Series. He had given up 3 runs already in the World Series.
Well, then fuck him. I think he's a free agent too at the end of the year. I don't know how they're going to be next year. I like the way Garrett Cole was just like, yep, thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks, Houston.
I'm out.
Thanks so much. He didn't even have the Houston Astros hat on after. Yeah, he had his agent's hat on, like his agent sports. He had like the who's his agent? The big fucking agent, Scott Boras. Yeah, he had like Boris, whatever the hell.
Boris has his own hat.
Whatever the agency is, They have their own hat, so he had that hat on now. Where he lands, I've heard that his friends have said that he's not going to play anywhere east of Las Vegas. So you got the A's.
Well, I have one question for y'all that I just really want answered because it's bothering me as a Bucks fan.
What?
And I know you watched the game because you were going for it.
You're goddamn right.
I don't know if I like Jameis Winston or I hate him. I can't figure it out. I don't know if they're going to keep him.
You like him as a fantasy quarterback. You hate him as a regular quarterback. In fantasy,
I mean, sometimes he just makes these great plays, and you're like, oh, this guy's the guy.
He's an above-average player, but he makes terrible decisions. So
yeah.
I watched the last quarter of that game, and, Mike Evans is such a talented receiver.
Yeah.
I can't tell sometimes if he's bailing out Jameis Winston and some of these throws aren't as good, and he's just a fantastic receiver, or is it a situation where, he's a good quarterback who doesn't have a lot around him. But I don't think that's the case. You can't get a better coach than Bruce Arians.
He has the most talented skill players. I mean, O.J. Howard's just not being utilized properly.
At all.
He's a great tight end. You have the two best receivers as far as tandem receivers go in Godwin and Evans. And Ronald Jones is a good player if they actually let him touch the ball and stop splitting it.
And they put up numbers. They put up 35 points.
Yeah.
This game reminded me a lot of the Rams game. It was just like, couldn't you believe they were in it?
Get rid of Peyton Barber.
Yeah.
Get rid of Peyton Barber and run
lot
Ronald
of
Jones
weapons.
to hell. He's an awesome running back.
Mm-hmm.
Are you not sad? I mean, what would you rather have, Gardner Minshew than Jameis Winston? That's what you're going to have to choose from.
No, definitely not. I think we should let him go this year and get something in the draft. And because he's just so inconsistent.
There are a few quarterbacks in the draft.
He's had over 100 turnovers in 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, Daniel Jones is chasing him pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You could see a free agent quarterback come out this season, though, that you wouldn't expect. Cam Newton, Tom Brady, somebody could.
Well,
I don't think
would you rather have Cam Newton? An older version of Jameis Winston?
No, you don't want Cam Newton.
I don't think so. Not if I'm a Bucks fan.
I think Cam Newton's better than Jameis.
He might be, but to me, that's the.
Did you see the black cat video of the black cat intercepting Daniel
You're
Jones?
hitting a sensitive subject.
No,
here.
they made a video of the black cat. I was at a Round Table Pizza for my youngest baseball's end of the year party, and we're all watching. I go, "Oh, this is perfect. Look at this cat." And everyone's going, "Look at." They're laughing at it. They're laughing like, "Oh, this is so funny." Oh, this isn't funny.
It was your season.
This is it. A black cat in the middle of Monday Night Football running across the field?
Steve, in all honesty, you win that game hypothetically. You're only, a game out of the division? And you've got momentum? You start to believe in yourself?
It's nobody wants to win that division. It's really terrible. It's the worst division in football. It's basically college.
Yeah.
And so it's up for grabs. There's no one that I feel confident that we can't beat or can't beat us any single week. So... yes, but when the cat came out, it's over. I was fully expecting Saquon to tear his ACL the moment after that. They couldn't catch it. I'm going, what do they have a cat in there for? Why are there always cats? And then my friend that runs the Rose Bowl goes, we have 3 cats. We keep on staff almost to eat the rats because there's rats all over a stadium. So
Evan Ingram has a high ankle sprain and he's in a walking boot, so expect him to miss a few weeks.
Blame the cat.
Mm-hmm.
I blame the fucking cat. Walking boot. One of our best receivers, targets, offensive weapons in a walking boot.
And Sterling Shepard still isn't back either. So you're missing your 2 biggest weapons.
Hey, Oligny, would you rather have Daniel Jones or Jameis Winston? You motherfucker.
It's tough to say right now. I mean, Daniel Jones has a lot of upside.
Yeah, of course he's got a lot of upside, dude. He's going to be Danny Dimes. I don't know what this guy is.
He makes better decisions than Jameis, even though he throws interceptions.
He fumbles the ball like he's got 2 ice hands.
Hang on, that interception he threw was like a 40-yard pass down the field, so it was basically a long punt.
Threw it. Yeah, it was a dumb decision by a rookie quarterback. Yeah, but what about the diving for the first down and the ball flying out of his hands? Fumble. He runs like he's got ice hands.
He was trying to make a play to win the game.
That's just a young player.
I get that,
that happens to a lot of running backs as rookies too.
I get that. I understand that, but. You just can't give the ball to the other team. That's the one job you can't do it. You will not have a job for that long. I don't care how many yards you throw for. You throw for 4 picks and you have a fumble, you're going to lose your job.
Well, that's not necessarily
And I'm not
true.
saying-
Look at Jameis Winston.
Well,
Yeah, he's had his job for 5 years.
But look at the talent on the guy. If he didn't fumble the ball and didn't give the ball up,
Oh, he'd be elite.
unbelievable.
The Bucks would be very, very good. They'd be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd be like Lamar Jackson, who's figured it out.
And just so you know, that I think that you should take Tampa Bay this week in the
Who?
the
Versus who?
picks.
Oh, yeah.
Arizona.
I did look at that game, Aligny. I did look at that game. It's a 3.5 spread, right?
5.5.
I would take Kansas
Tampa
City,
Bay is
Baltimore.
5.5 at home.
I would
At
say
home.
Kansas City, Baltimore, and Tampa.
Now, here's the deal. You guys have played those NFC West teams great. You played the Seahawks great. You played the Rams great. Now, this is the week that you suck us in. We go, oh, man. At home, look
This
what
is
they
the
did to
letdown.
look what they did to the Seahawks on the road. Look what they did to the Rams on the road. At home, they're sure to cover this, and then they'll put up a fucking goose egg. This is when Jameis Winston left 4 picks. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I think
This team is too,
I think our
too
defense
sketchy
is going
for
to
me.
play better this week
I think their
because
defense.
Kyler Murray's
You
a
don't
running
know-
quarterback, and our run defense is really good.
I don't know about that, Aligny. I do not. I'm not sold. I'm not 100% sold. I do think that they should beat that team by at least 5.5 points. But I'm not.
Oh, easily, yeah.
I'm not 100% sold that they will. And that's
Yeah, that's the Jameis Winston scare.
yeah, it is. And it's also the Kyler Murray. Who knows what that guy's capable of? He's had a couple good
Kyler
fantasy
Murray
weeks.
is a lot like Russell Wilson.
Yes.
He just really doesn't
Yeah,
have
he's
what? They're
really
both
good.
short, mobile quarterbacks.
He's talented.
I know. Oh, wow.
He has no weapons.
What do you mean he has no weapons?
He has no weapons. Larry Fitzgerald's 100 years old.
I get it. He doesn't have elite weapons, but he'll get more weapons.
And he's lost his 2 starting running backs.
I know. When is David Johnson going to come back?
I think he'll come back this week, but because Kenyon Drake did so well last week, David Johnson's probably just going to be like a change of pace guy.
Speaking of which, I lost fantasy this week in the in our league to the number 1 caller. Congratulations, number 1 caller, because I got so fucked on David Johnson not playing this week.
Brenton beat me.
I beat Emma.
This league is
And thanks to my
500
points, I went above Steve.
you did go above me, and that's what I'm saying. This league is starting
Why
to turn
is that,
for the worse.
everybody? Because total points matter.
And you know what else matters? You shutting the fuck up, Brenton. Aligny. I don't know about
Yeah.
I don't know about taking Tampa Bay this week. I agree with that they should win.
That
I
game
hope that they
scares
do
me.
for you and your sake, but it's not one that I'm going to go near.
Yeah, I get you on that. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out. I wanted to call you guys to check in and hey, Brenton, congratulations on getting rid of Devontae Freeman finally.
Yes,
Congrats.
Yeah, you kept trying to give him to me for Tyreek Hill. Anyone
That's
else that
not
would give it
true.
away? Anyone else he would
That's
possibly?
not true.
I'm like, don't email me.
He tried to trade him to everyone in the league.
Yeah.
I blocked Yahoo Fantasy emails. So that's it. No, don't even ask me about trades
Okay,
anymore.
well, yeah, don't trade, Steve.
I'll trade with who I want to
leave
trade
your
with
team
and leave
exactly
me
the
alone.
way
No,
it
no.
is.
You leave me
and
alone.
let's see how far you go in the playoffs.
You leave
with
me alone.
that piece of shit team.
Ligny, thanks for calling in, buddy. You got any dates you want to plug? You got anything you want to do? Go ahead.
Nah, you guys are good. Thanks for having me on.
All right, brother. Talk to you later, man.
See ya.
Bye.
By the way, that LeVar Jackson performance this weekend was something to see, man.
Oh man.
They had a guy on him just spying him the entire time, and he sat back and picked that fucking defense apart. That game was not as close as it was on the scoreboard. It was not.
Steve, I think when Belichick retires, it's all said and done. His biggest regret as a coach will be passing down Lamar Jackson. He took Sony Michel right before Lamar Jackson went.
Really?
Yeah, I think Lamar Jackson was the last pick in the first round.
Is Belichick the one that's making those decisions?
Oh yeah, with the Patriots, he makes all the decisions.
Okay.
Yeah, he makes unless.
So what's the point of having a GM there?
Well, no, they don't have a GM. It's him.
Yeah,
he's the GM.
When Scott Pioli
really?
was there, and he acted as Belichick's assistant.
Okay.
Yeah. He can't do everything at the same time. So.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: Cody Brissett, Jimmy Garoppolo, having guys like that in the back and behind Tom Brady do not make him happy. So that could have played into it. Mm-hmm. It's like, why am I going to draft Lamar Jackson? Coach him up and then never be able to not play him when I want to play him or have him on I'd rather have a running back I can hand the ball to 40 times a game.
And Sony's a solid player.
Yes,
He's
but I
panned
mean
out. I wouldn't
that
call him
might
a
be
bust
something
by any
that plays
means.
into it.
Yeah.
That whole Brady going behind Belichick's back a couple years ago and getting rid of Garoppolo when he didn't want to, and going to Robert Kraft and hey man, it's either him or me, and Kraft made him trade him, then that was a sign. It's like, hey, you have personnel decisions unless it makes. It's a three-headed monster essentially. You know, and if two of the heads don't like it, well, sorry.
Right.
That could play into it. But I'm telling you.
I know the Patriots were looking at Jackson pretty hard back in, I think.
Sure. Who wouldn't? I mean, he came from Louisville, right?
Right.
He won the Heisman Trophy.
I don't think he won. He was a finalist.
Yeah. And so, but, Louisville's not like a tremendous football school.
Right.
I don't think a lot of people, they just look at him like a mobile quarterback. Can he sit in the pocket and throw?
Right.
But his commitment to doing that and his ability to do it, he's got a weird sort of motion. The ball looks like it kind of flies out of his shoulder.
Yeah, flames.
But he's accurate. He's not afraid to do it. He doesn't seem nervous and rushed and like sort of, overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And so, look, you do that, you will have the ability to not get as hurt as much. I mean, if you're still going to rely on your legs, and he will because he's a natural athlete.
Oh, that move he made to run for the first down where he got out of the pocket and dodged like 4 people.
Fucking robot shit.
Yeah.
That's PlayStation stuff. But that stuff gets hurt,
But like you said with Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson, the new guy coming out, Tua from Alabama, same mold.
Same
like
sort of
5'10",
thing. That's what it's going to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also now, that coach, that Oklahoma coach that, gets these guys ready.
Lincoln Riley.
Unless you're Baker Mayfield, which, I don't even know. You guys are playing them this week. Before you came in, that was a game I was looking at. There's no reason Buffalo should not beat that team by 3.5 points. Come on, bro.
I think Freddie Kitchens is a pretty bad coach.
He is getting exposed. He is not the captain of that ship. There is no captain of that ship. And pretty soon they're going to let Odell captain that ship, and that's going to be a disaster. I mean,
Why isn't he throwing him the ball?
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to.
And they're going to fuck up. Like, Nick Chubb's been the only bright spot of that whole team, and they're going to fuck it up when Kareem Hunt comes back and try to give him 15 carries.
And you know what happens when you piss him off? You can't get him upset. He's going to get upset about not getting 15 or more carries a game. So, I don't know.
It's crazy. I think you're exactly
Just
right.
like I feel like the Giants, there's no way they shouldn't beat the Jets. What tells me that the Jets have a great defense. And Edward Scissorhands, fumble hands, I could see him giving the ball to them 3 or 4 times and us losing by a field goal or a touchdown. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Edward fumble hand.
Yeah. That's what we have. So, but you guys don't have that. You have a great defense. A great defense.
Can't stop the run. We've
We've
given
been exposed.
We've given up over 100 yards the last 3 games, I think.
Did you see one of AP's runs? He looked like the play was dead.
know.
And then he just went out of a pile of people.
Well, 3.5, dude. You should be able to win that touchdown.
That should be one of our locks.
But we'll see.
I've got 2.5 Cleveland.
2.5.
According to
Jeez.
Vegas Insider, 2.5.
Come on. You can't win by a field goal?
I think Cleveland's really bad.
Yes.
They're at home, though.
They are at home. So what?
That means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Buffalo's close
what?
to Cleveland.
You can hear the Rock
They'll
and
have
Roll Hall of
reps.
Fame next door? Come on. Who gives a shit? Nobody gives a fuck about the dog pound anymore, including them. Half their players are suspended by the second half because they're wearing shoes they're not allowed to wear, or helmets or watches. I mean, it's a joke. Go in there and whoop their ass, dude. That should be one of your games, Brendan. If you told me this week, I bet on my team going in there, I'd say, you know what, Brendan? Good goddamn job. But it's probably not.
Not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Why?
I,
Why would it be?
I don't like their defense right now.
Okay, great. No problem.
I think Cleveland could run all over them.
Yeah. What, and then you thought the Jets last week were just going to fold to the oh, you thought the Jets would.
I really
would
thought
hand
Sam
down.
Darnold is going to get it together and put it together because he's got pieces. He's got good players. I thought Le'Veon Bell was going to have a better game against that awful rush defense, and he didn't, but now he's hurt. So it's just a lot of unfortunate things.
All right.
So the Giants are your lock of the week?
The Giants? No.
I thought I looked at that game and I'm like,
I know.
It's technically a home game for the Jets.
Yeah.
It's a home game for everybody.
Right.
I know. I don't like it. I love it, but I don't like it.
But that's natural, too, for a rookie quarterback to fumble a lot. That's not out of the ordinary.
Yeah, yes.
He does fumble a lot, I agree.
He does fumble a lot. He's got 8 fumbles, I think,
Jesus.
in 7 games.
Okay, probably lost half of them.
8 games.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's not that bad. They cut to the sideline. Eli was fumbling the clipboard, so it could be worse. You're still,
I'll tell you what, Tiki Barber fumbled when he first came to the league, and Tom Coughlin said, we're not going to have that shit.
That's right.
So who's going to Tom Coughlin this guy together now and say, bullshit, dude, hold on to that ball. Okay? Take a sack, throw it away, but hold on to the ball, please. No, I love going for the first down, but you got to hold on to the ball. That's it. Give the ball to Saquon. He doesn't give the ball up.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
36 yards.
Jesus.
And the Cowboys, it's like, are the Cowboys good?
No.
No.
They lost to the Jets.
Yes. And so are we going to lose to the fucking Jets. So are we. I could see it happening right now. Danny Fumblehands just fucking giving the ball constantly to them, and then Darnold just somehow or another just scoring. It's going to be like 9-5.
You guys are going to let Ty Montgomery score touchdowns against you.
Ty Montgomery's their
Ty
backup.
Montgomery, yeah.
By the way, did Devin Singletary had
He
a
went
good,
off.
Thank you.
And now he's going to...
Thanks for listening, Devin. He's a fan of the podcast. He listened to last week.
I started him in daily fantasy. He made me a lot of money.
Would you win this week?
All in all, it was around like 300.
On a $20 buy-in?
I did multiple lineups, but
Wait, what?
I did multiple buy-ins.
So what was your buy-in?
They were all 20, but yeah, I did
So how
multiple
many?
lineups.
20?
Like 8, I think. 9.
So 180 to make 300.
Yeah. And I had one that I was pretty close to winning a hell of a lot more.
See, but you call that making 300 or making 120?
I made 120 then.
Yeah.
What do you want?
made 120.
I made 120. What'd you make?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Because I'm not. I just give information to people.
What information did you give on fantasy?
I give all information to people, winning games to people every single week. What do you think we're doing here?
Volume isn't information, Steve.
I give them-
information is information.
I tell them who is going to win the game and by how many points. You don't think that's valuable to people?
I suppose.
That's true. You did nail on the head by a touchdown last week. So 2 weeks in a row, you predicted the exact accurate score.
Oh! Hello?
Hi.
This is a skill.
3 weeks in a row. Let's see.
This is a skill. I mean, do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, great. I'm looking at all these games right now, okay? Now, I did my whole Passover once, Passover twice, and then I came back and I said to myself, which game stands out to me? Now, the San Francisco-Seattle game is my favorite game to watch all weekend long. I'm going, that's going to be the game. Do I want to fuck with that game? No. I do not like that line. I don't. 6.5 to me. I see that being a real close game, and for some reason I don't think San Francisco's going to cover, but I'm not willing to take Seattle. The game that stands out to me, scroll up please. Kansas City and Tennessee. Kansas City's getting, which one is our line here? 5.5 or 3.5? I think it's 5.5.
I see 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5. That's today. Okay. Now I don't know when you're gonna when if you're smart you'll put the
No, I'll put the bet in
Today.
after the show. Yeah.
okay because Mahomes is going to play on Sunday,
Yeah.
and when he does, he's going to play well, and they're going to win by at least 10 points. So they're going to cover 5.5, no problem. That's the game that stood out to me.
Okay.
Anyone that disagree with that or want to discuss any other options
No, I
on that
agree.
game?
If Mahomes plays, I don't think Tennessee stands a chance. I think Derrick Henry's going to have a good game. I think Tannehill's going to be able to do a little bit against that defense, but Kansas City's going to be too much. It's going to be one of those games where you have to score every possession.
That's it.
To beat Kansas City.
A good old-fashioned shootout.
Tennessee will not. They'll kick field goals to touchdowns.
That's right. Put it on the board. 7 weeks in a row. Let's see if we can do it. Who wants to go next? Anyone?
Go ahead, Lucas.
I'll go
God,
because
he's gonna go last.
I'm
Lucas,
taking the Bills again.
Yes.
Don't mess with just
I like
Science.
I like it.
The Browns are bad. They're a dumpster fire. They're
We told
worried
you.
about their clown shoes.
They're not.
The Bills will shore up their run defense.
They need to.
They have a defensive-minded coach.
Yes, and they also realize that they're a playoff team. They're a playoff team.
Yeah.
If they get their shit together. They weren't supposed to be a playoff team. There's something about being a playoff team when you're not supposed to be a playoff team. You got to win games. You got to win games that you're supposed to win to get there. And they're supposed to win this week. They're a better team than Cleveland. They're playing better. They can play better. I don't give a fuck where the game is. It's not a weather-related thing at all. They got to go in there and they got to go beat up Cleveland, who deserves to lose because they have too many personalities and not enough leadership on the team. Good job, Lucas. And now we go to Brenton. Brenton, you're still staring at your computer. Why? I don't know.
There's so many options.
No, there's not so many options. There should not be so many options. That's
So
where you're
many
going wrong every week.
options.
Because you're going, I know every game. Let me pick the one I know. No. Some of those you should say, I don't want to touch that game. I'm not fucking with that
No,
game.
no,
I'm not
no.
touching Seattle, San
Well, look
Francisco.
at this. Look at this line. I love this.
I'm not sure who the better team is yet.
I love this Miami Indy line.
I did look at that too. What was the line again?
It's 15.5.
Yeah, 15.5. 15.5.
I really like Miami to cover that, because
Brissett's
Indy,
not playing.
yeah, it's gonna be Brian Hoyer, and Fitzpatrick is throwing like crazy. I know they lost Preston Williams for the season, but he's still got Devontae Parker. I think Alan Hearn steps up. I think Albert Wilson steps up. They lost.
They're in Indy, right?
Mark Walton, yeah.
Yep.
But they've got Ballage, and the guy behind him isn't that bad either. But I don't want to touch Miami.
So you're not. That's not your game.
No, I like it.
God.
I like it.
Just for the record, the two games that he liked that he didn't pick last week were also wrong, right? So even if he went to those two,
Right.
it's not like we can,
Well,
not
pay
like we can even go to
attention
like a
and
clip of him
Pick
saying
against
something
what I'm
right.
saying.
Right. But I like him betting against the Colts as a competitor for the Bills playoff
Sure,
spots.
sure.
So,
Well, Miami just to cover.
Well,
not
just
to
to
win.
cover. They're not going to win.
Right,
dude.
Yeah, I
Let's
think
not
it's
go crazy.
I think it's a closer game.
They're not going to win, Lucas.
2
weeks in a row.
I don't know.
I think
Fitzmagic, baby.
Pitbull will have a
Fitzmagic.
concert for free if they win 2 weeks in a row. They won't be happy if they win. They're going to be out of the lottery pick. The Jets will get the lottery. Well,
Did you see Brian Flores' Gatorade bath?
was it blue? Like
No, it was orange, but like they just covered his back. They didn't get any of the head. It was pretty pathetic.
Yeah, because it was like, what are we celebrating here?
Right. The
Your
Jets.
first win? It's week 8, dude. It's week 8, bro. It's a little like, celebrating opening night after you've been canceled 3 weeks into previews. Hello. It's not working out. So did you land on something?
yeah, I'm gonna go with New Orleans at home,
Okay.
-13 to Atlanta.
You're betting against the Falcons?
No, well, yeah, I'm gonna bet against.
You are
I'm betting
betting-
against the Falcons. I don't want you to
Okay,
have a
good.
fucking corner
I
right.
just don't even like you going near that team. It's such a dirty stank on it still. Remember the Dirty Bird?
the Dirty Bird, baby.
Remember Dirty
Oh,
Jamal
yeah.
Anderson,
Yeah.
the Dirty Bird?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
you. That's you, bro. You're a dirty bird, and you got to stay away from that
This
nest.
is gonna be a shootout, but New Orleans is gonna win by 2 touchdowns.
No, I mean, look. If I've ever thought about agreeing with you, it's probably this week. It really is. There's no reason New Orleans should not beat up on a team that is bad at home.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Brees, back at home.
Michael Thomas is going to have the game of his life.
So, I really believe that you're going to. I do believe you're going to win. But
And
you
I
are
believe,
mush.
I
You're
believe
a mush.
Alvin Kamara is coming back too.
Great. Another reason you should definitely cover 13 points.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a big spread. Can you do me a favor right now and go to one of your sites and figure out what those three?
It's hard with
Oh my God, with the gloves
with
on.
the gloves.
What did you do during the race?
What do you mean?
Like your
don't
hand,
do-
your
you're not
hand.
typing during a race.
Yeah, I put.
I know that.
I put the music on, and then I slip my arm back into this thing, and
Yeah.
then away we go.
And then you never had to nothing slipped out of your hands, or
Oh, I had a fanny pack.
you sweating like you didn't. My hands would sweat. Like
I mean,
It was cold.
yeah,
You had a fanny pack under the tutu?
yes.
really? What was? Oh, that's where your
My
phone,
phone. I had those little Gatorade like gel things.
was. Did you take phone calls or take pictures during it?
No,
You You didn't bird it up?
Dude, I was fucking exhausted.
Uh-oh. We got a phone call. Who are you? Where are you calling from?
What's up, guys? This is G from Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix,
Good
Arizona.
friend G.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, we've done a scene together, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Oh, there you are, my friend. Oh, I missed you. I know. I was just asking Bertolini today. I go, we're not doing a festival there this year. It stinks. We usually do a festival, but yeah.
I know.
Last year.
I know. I was
what
really
memories?
looking forward to it.
What memories we have, brother? How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Yourself?
Doing all right. Doing okay. Brenton's a millionaire. Lucas is very, very poor and
Yes, I
still
know.
eating ramen because his friends are.
He likes ramen.
I do like the taste, but I'm still poor.
And my back's feeling much better, man. So I'm doing all right. What's on your mind?
Good. I wanted to say, since you're too scared to make the Bucks-Cardinals game lock of the week, I want to bet you that the Bucks will beat the Cardinals.
So you're saying okay, but you're going to give me the points, right? This is the 5.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't think you're wrong, but I just don't. I'm not 100% sure. Why are you 100% sure that the Bucks win?
Because he lives in Phoenix and he's watched the
fucking-
Cardinals.
I'm a Bucks fan. I have to be.
And I mean, have you gone to any Cardinals games? Have you watched them play this year? I mean, they're not bad. They're not terrible.
Their defense is terrible.
Yeah, both teams are not terrible, but both defenses are terrible.
Both defense are bad. That's why I think it's going to be a shootout. I feel like Kyler Murray. I don't know.
I think it'll be very similar to the Lions
But
week one.
earlier you said that the Bucks defense you're not worried about it, but the Bucks are number one in rush defense. They've held McCaffrey to under 60 yards. Kamara, they held Saquon. They've held all these great running backs under 64 yards in a year.
And for that reason, you think what? They're going to hold. I mean, David Johnson, I don't even know if he's going to play this week.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them. They're
Yeah.
going to hold Murray. They're going to pressure Murray. Murray hasn't been pressured like this. And he's going to throw picks.
All right. I mean,
It's just a matter of who throws more picks.
and you're going to give me you'll give me 5.5 points.
5.5.
All right. What do we want the consequences to be? What do we want it to end on? What do we? How do we do this?
Bag of bets? You tell me.
Oh, fuck, dude. I know, but like, what if I win? What do you? I mean, you got to do something for us. What do you do for a living?
Of course. I'm a FedEx driver.
All right. Well, you got to just
A couple of packages just got lost on the truck.
you got to feel a couple
On our way to the
packages. If you
studio.
feel a couple iPhones, well, you know what? They got lost. You ship them to All Things Comedy. That's how it's going to work. All right.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't.
No, you know what? We'll do a friendly
Brian's
bet.
a
I really,
millionaire, dude.
I do believe though that the Bucks do play the NFC West well. Look at them, you know. But I mean, just at home, that seems to be much more of a disaster.
This is their first home game in like 3 months, 2 months, I think.
Well, I
They
wish.
had a home game in London, technically. But
Yep, I remember that I went to the game where they played the
I have a
Rams.
good feeling.
Well, I think.
We have great tight ends. The Cardinals can't fucking defend the tight ends to
Well,
save their life.
They got to throw the ball to O.J. Howard. Then that means they have to get the
That's
ball to
true.
him.
That's true.
So
Yeah, Arians hasn't figured that out yet.
I did see him yell
It
at.
is a Bruce Arians revenge game, though.
I like the way he yells at
That's true.
Dante
That's-
Culpepper. Is it, not Culpepper. Is
Oh,
it
Byron Leftwich.
Byron Leftwich, yeah. He does get on him about play calls and stuff because this is his offense is his baby. So, well, I appreciate the phone call, brother. Thank you for
You
listening,
guys have a good one.
and good luck this weekend. All right, man.
All right, later, guys.
Later, Brenton. I think you're gonna. I think
You're
you're
proud
gonna,
of me.
Yeah, I really am. It seems to be well thought out. I do agree with your logic on it, and
And I also would like to congratulate the people of Atlanta as you pick up
Yeah.
another victory.
I don't think they're going to win, but I feel like they might cover. No, they should not cover. You're right.
They should not
They
cover.
should not cover that.
It's Drew Brees' fault if they don't cover. It's not my fault.
I'm just hoping that they defensively can.
The Saints have a decent defense.
Yeah.
So they should be good.
Those
All right.
divisional games worry me, though.
They always do.
But at home in the Dome, that's where Drew Brees goes fucking apeshit.
He should.
And Michael Thomas, they're not going to be able to defend him. He's twice the size of anybody they have on the other side, and they've already proven they can't cover anybody. So he's going to go off.
He's having a hell of a year.
That is the guy. Pay up for him on DFS.
Congratulations to Jorge Masvidal, who won the fight this weekend, for anyone watching. I didn't think that was going to happen. Nate Diaz lost on a technicality. I don't know if you saw it. He had a bad cut over his eye and under his eye, and the New York Athletic Commission, which runs fighting in New York, stopped the fight and wouldn't let him continue. Everyone thought it was a lot of bullshit. They said they're going to run it back again in Vegas, where they can, have a little more control over when they start and stop the fight. So, but there's also talk of him, Jorge Masvidal, calling out Canelo Alvarez for a boxing match, which is, the thing now.
Crossover.
Yeah. By the way, they
Money.
didn't even start that Canelo fight this weekend till after the UFC fight was over. Like, those guys had boxing gloves on for an hour, sitting in their dressing rooms, waiting for the fight to be over. And then they started their fight in Vegas. So they started the fight at 11 o'clock at night in Vegas. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning in New York. Yeah. Who's watching that fight?
Nobody.
Right? I mean, diehard people are, but you're not getting a casual looker.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But Canelo made like $30 million. So, and I think these guys, these UFC guys, they make, the big names make $5, $6, $7 million, and they wouldn't mind going over and making a $30 million payday and then coming back and making 5 and 6 again. But we'll see. It was a good fight up until that point where the cuts happened. But these guys, their eyes are made of paper. They're going to cut easily. So it was a fun thing to watch. My kids watched it with us. It was fun. They're not into physical fighting at all.
They're not? Why not?
No.
Their dad used
They're
to beat them.
competitive.
They're competitive.
They're competitive, dude. But they don't want to get hit.
That's good.
They know they're too pretty.
That's good.
Too goddamn pretty. Do you guys have good Halloweens, by the way?
Yeah.
Did you work?
Yeah, I had a spot.
Yeah. The store?
Yeah, crowds were good.
Do people dress up to come to the show? Not performers, but like
not
audience
Molly's
members?
audience members, but people out at the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, that's cool.
For sure.
What about you, Brenton? Did you trick or treat?
No.
No?
Did not. We got candy. No one showed up.
You bought candy and no one came?
No one came.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
It's kind of a bummer.
It is a bummer, dude. You buy your first place, you get
We
there.
were
and
panicked. We were like, we don't want to not have
you
candy.
got to have candy, dude.
Yeah,
to
so
get
we
egged.
got candy, and then no one comes.
That sucks.
Were you all dressed up,
Yeah.
ready to give out
Did you have
candy?
your Spider-Man outfit on?
No.
Oh, you didn't dress up?
I didn't dress up.
We went to Stranger Things. It was pretty good. Pretty good one. Kids had fun. A lot of candy. I'm still eating candy. I'm so fucking fat, dude. I'm so fat.
I'm ready to run again.
I'm ready to roll. If you get me going, dude, I'll get a good roll going. And I will roll far and hard and fast. So.
Do you eat your kids' Halloween candy?
Yeah. What are you,
Look
nuts?
at him.
Are you nuts? There's a whole bag filled with all different types of candy sitting in my closet right now that only I am allowed to have full and complete access to. What do you think's happening? You think the government isn't going rogue? They're not dipping in for their own purposes? You're damn right. This isn't a democracy at my house, bro. This is not a democracy. This is general... Dude, turn the light off. I'm taking the light back.
Speaking of democracy, did you see you can take bets on if Donald Trump will be booed at the LSU-Alabama game this weekend?
Is he going to that? What is he going to that for?
He likes
Why
sports.
Does he...
He's a fan.
No, he just... he showed up at the UFC fight, and I said, wow, man, after last week, after the baseball game, you'd think he would want to... He likes those controlled environments where he gets to handpick the people that are coming to his rallies or whatever. No.
But also...
This is the day after he goes, hey, fuck you, New York. I live in Florida now.
Exactly.
He shows up. People booed him. People are going to, whatever. It's like...
But it's in Alabama this weekend, so who knows?
I don't know. I mean, that's...
I think the odds are that he'll be booed. If you say no, you're going against the grain.
He's going to be booed.
It's a big game. There's going to be 100,000 people there. I think the majority of the people will boo, but there will be enough applause to drown out the boos because it's still the South. And it's still, you got to respect the president, man. Come on, man. President of the United States.
That's a Christian right there.
I'm telling you, they believe that. They would not disrespect the president. 40% of them. Maybe 60 will boo the fuck out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It is a college campus, so if you're going to find progressives in Alabama, probably you'll find them there, right?
Yeah.
If you think.
Yeah.
Speaking of going in places, I'm going to Nashville next weekend to do stand-up at one of my favorite comedy clubs ever, Zany's.
In the South.
In the South, I
We
guess.
love the
Yeah,
South.
that's right. I'll be in Huntsville, Alabama
Oh, yeah.
on Thursday.
Nice.
Yeah, for one night, doing one show there at the Stand Up Live Comedy Club in Huntsville, Alabama, and then I'll be driving the next day it's an hour and a half drive to Nashville, and then one show Friday, one show Saturday, one show Sunday in Nashville. Jessica Michelle Singleton will be opening for me. Big J Okerson's doing the late show, so get tickets. And then the following weekend I'll be in San Jose at the Improv. My first time up there. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2 shows each night. Ryan O'Neal will be the feature for me that weekend.
You've never played San Jose Improv?
Never played the
That's
Improv.
crazy.
I know. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's a good club.
I'm excited to go up there and see the fine people of San Jose. Maybe go to a Sharks game. I looked at games. The Predators have a game. I'm going to be in Nashville. The game starts at 5. I have a show at 7:30. Is it worth it to go?
You'd maybe see a period and a half.
I dropped the puck there once, and I had to leave right after. But I didn't get to see any ice time. I want to see some skating.
Yeah,
I can get a period and a half.
You'd get a period and a half.
Why not?
Maybe.
It's not that far.
Maybe.
It's Saturday night. I might do it. I might go. It's a great place.
Yeah.
Nice stadium. And then the Sharks are not. They're in town, but they have a game at the same time as my show. So, anywhere you guys gonna be? You want to plug?
Comedy Store tonight. La Jolla Comedy Store this Sunday night. Gonna be doing 30 minutes. House of Comedy with Steve Simone, December 5th through 8th in Phoenix.
Which one? Oh, Phoenix one?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yep. So hit me up. I'll get you tickets.
I'll be at the Comedy Store in Hollywood this weekend, and I'll have dates coming up. I'm just locking them in.
Oh, sounds very important.
The Ringer with Bill Burr on Comedy Central, January 10th.
January 10th coming out. Oh, I'll be doing Lights Out again December 17th with David Spade. I just booked that today. That is it for this week's podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a fine week. We will talk to you next week. I hope our picks come in, and I hope you win a lot of money. Until then, we'll see you next week. Bye.
I'm the guy fucking lit. I'm the guy. I'm Steve Renazizi.